Well, on day one, it almost seemed like Ukraine came to Davos. The opening speech was delivered by the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who made an impassioned plea for more support, more weapons, and more sanctions against the Russians. But his speech was just one of several things the Ukrainians are doing. They're here in a big way, parliamentarians and ministers holding separate sessions around the place to make the case about how their people are suffering and get support from around the world. But Ukraine also featured in many of the sessions that were happening around the conference hall. It featured in discussions about energy security and food prices and the cost of living impact that the Ukrainian war is having all around the world. And this will also translate into an impact on business. Today, they had the findings of the latest Edelman Barometer Index, and that showed that companies that did not pull out of Russia suffered a 38-point hit in their reputations, whereas those that did saw their reputations go up by 30%. And Richard Edelman, the CEO of Edelman, the PR company, basically said that business leaders are now required to play three-dimensional chess. They've got to get their businesses financially sound, they've got to run them sustainability, and now they have to have an influence and shape their country's positions on geopolitics. And this is why business leaders are more influential and more trusted, but it also means a huge challenge for them and a perilous time for them ahead. I think there was a tremendous amount of respect and support for the courage he has shown and the courage the Ukrainian people have displayed. And he got a standing ovation several times. People stood up and applauded. And there was a kind of emotional moment when Klaus Schwab, the executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, basically asked him about his vision for Ukraine. And he said the first thing he does every morning is to ask for an update on the number of people who lost their lives. And that was a momentary hush in the room. And then he proceeded to say why he thought Ukraine would win the war, and then asked for people to come and help rebuild his country, showing great confidence of what would come in the next few months and years.